Hey guys, today is November 14th, 2019. So this video I want to start off talking about number connections related to today's shooting in Santa Clarita. And I also want to talk about a couple other dates that are coming up this week. So to start off, we had the Vegas shooting connection. By the way, all these shootings I'm talking about, what I'm connecting to today, were all big events. So it wasn't like 1, 2, 3, or even 5 or 6 people died. These are all bigger events. So the Vegas shooting being the largest. So that connected to today, 22 months, 2 weeks, and 3 days. The number of skull and bones, 322. I always talk about that number. That's what I used mostly. 322 and 9/11. So that's if you were to reverse these dates. That's if you put the 11/14 here and the 10/1 here, with the keeping the years like that. So here we are with the Orlando nightclub shooting, and if these were reversed, we'd have 2 years and 223 days apart. Another 322. Two of the biggest shootings too. And that's if you include the end date. Then another one, the Valentine's Day shooting to today, was 91 weeks and 1 day apart. The Sutherland Springs church shooting was 23 months and 22 days if you reverse these from 11/5/2017. Then the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting was 1 year, 19 days apart. End date included. Yeah, so 10/27/2018. Charleston church shooting, 1,611 days. 9/11 upside down, or 230 weeks and 2 days. This would be the end date included, from June 17th, 2015. So a lot of shooting connections today with the number 322 or 9/11. Really interesting. So now we look at the shooter's death. His name is, the shooter's dad's death. He actually died on December 5th, 2017. His name is Mark Burrow. And here he is here. It says, passed away suddenly of a heart attack, December 5th, 2017. So his dad died until today, 1 year, 11 months, and 9 days. Another 9/11 code. Huh. We also had an Indonesian earthquake today, quite large, either 7.4 or 7.1. They changed it, but I don't know what. But anyways, we have a connection here to the 2000 Great Conjunction, 7,109 days apart, which is equal to the 911th prime. And I made another video talking about all 4 false tsunami warnings that we just had since last year, including the one on 11/11. We're connecting to the Great Conjunction of 2000 and 2020, as well as the Indonesian tsunami, Fukushima, the 2018 Indonesian tsunami, 9/11, the Haiti earthquake. There's probably more, but so we had this connecting to this earthquake in Indonesia. So looking at a couple other days, looking at November 16th, just because it's exactly 88,888 days after our declaration was enacted by Congress. It was actually signed on August 2nd, but it was just approved on July 4th. And that was the 320th day. And there's been other events that have happened recently based on these numbers, 320, in any order. But so I don't know if that means something else will happen on this day, or these previous events happen because of this date being a marker point. So on August 29th, 2018, we had the 737 plane crash. That was the 302nd day. Then March 10th this year, we had another plane crash of the 737, and that was Flight 302. We had a blackout in Venezuela on the 203rd day this year. And on the stock market, we had another 320 number here. So 2 days in a row, I've never seen it before. I mean, where it was completely unchanged down to the decimal point, 27691.49. So that happened on 11/11 and 11/12. And even more interesting, that the Dow actually opened on 11/12 at 27,701, which is the 3022nd prime. So it opened higher than what it closed at. It was unchanged because it's based off the previous day's close. So going back to 1959, we had American Airlines. We had another American Airlines crash flight in New York. It was Flight 320. And when I talked about in my other video, we had American Airlines plane that skidded off the runway on 11/11/19, 9/11 backwards. And in this date to 11/11, 60 years, 9 months, 1 week, and 1 day. So, and I also previously talked about that plane crash in New York, American Airlines to 9/11 was 2,223 weeks. We have another connection to 22,203 days to 11/18, which is the 322nd day. Just being the 322nd day of the year is more relevance. But so here's some connections I made to 11/18. So the movie Gun, it was released on this date, 7/30/2010 to 11/18, 9 years, 111 days. The Columbine shooting to 11/18, 20 years, 30 weeks, and 2 days. John Lennon was killed. It was actually announced on Monday Night Football when he was killed. And this is going to be Monday. So that was 2,032 weeks and 2 days, all 322 connections. We had the solar eclipse earlier this year. If you were to reverse these, 11/18, 7/2 over here, 32 weeks, 2 days. But this is very interesting here because it's got a 9/11 connection to Bush dying, and he was a member of the Skull and Bones Club, 322. And even his wife has a 9/11 connection to her death on 4/17, 19 months, 1 day. Now look at this. Skull and Bones supposedly dug up Geronimo's grave, and they have his skull. And Geronimo died 110 years, 9 months, and 1 day to the 322nd day of the year. And I have some dates that I haven't talked about, some big dates that I find connects with Geronimo's death. So yeah, I guess that's all I got for today. We'll see what happens, and I'll talk to you next time.